Yeah, good night, folks. Here it's Wednesday, 25 of June, and I've received a lot of message to have an update on a whole video I've been made in March, back in March, on Allr. So the stock is moving, so that's why I'm doing an update. An important indicator I'm following with the Vertex VTX have turned green, and usually on Allr, when it turned green, you have a run of minimum 20-30%. So let's see. So I'm not going to repeat everything I've been saying. I will put a link. I will put a link in the commentary section to the video back in March. And basically, I was saying in advance what is happening here. Basically, the stock have been going sideways, trading in a range from 80 cents to $1.20. Why? Because the company is buying back shares. They already buy back 2 million shares because the float have been going from 17 million to 15 million. Outstanding in the market 11.5 because they have a big part of the stock in their hands, like 3.5 million. So the real number of stock in the market, it's 11.5 million. Teeny float. So basically what's going on today, we have some volume, 1.5 million. Was quite a lot. We didn't have this volume on Allr since the first day of May, so 2 months ago, roughly. What's going on is that they cancel an authorization to sell shares in the market. So they have no plan to sell shares. So it's always good to know you will not have dilution. And I repeat what I say back in March. You have no ATM, you have no warrants, you have nothing. But the company want to buy back shares for $5 million until February 2026. So, like I say back in time, they don't really want a run because they don't need to sell shares and they want to buy shares. So the more we stay at the low level, the better they can accumulate at a low price. I know it's frustrating because the numbers are crazy. We have a market cap of $15 million of a company who have a molecule who is the best in its class. So it's completely insane. So what to do? Well, we never know. Remember the history. We never know what's going on behind the scene. Why they cancel this authorization to sell shares? Who knows? Somebody want to buy them out? I don't know. What we can do is keep an eye on the volume indicator and the chart. We know we have some kind of resistance around 120 to 123. If, that's the big if we cross that with volume and we close above, maybe this is the beginning of the tsunami rally we are expecting. Because this stock is maybe the cheapest stock in the market when you consider the potential of the molecule. And I cannot explain the DD on that because it's pretty long, but it's pretty special. They are really the best in class. But the market actually don't give them credit because in the past it was other CEO who was running the company, basically crooks doing dilution, reverse split, like Mullen and all these kind of shares. And here they are cleaning the mess, like with Saizo, same kind of story. They're cleaning the story. Saizo are not buying back shares. They have not communicate. So, actually, to be transparent with you, I'm following very, very closely three stock: Saizo, Omex, OMAX, and Allr. They are all at the same price. Allr have the lowest float by far, and they have a buyback program. Allr. The buyback program is until 2026 February. So for the next 8 months. So who knows what's the plan? Because if you read the PR, they say they have no obligation to say or they can cancel the buyback. They can do whatever they want. We know for sure they have been buying back 2 million shares already. But if they want it, they can cancel the buyback, accelerate it, buy all they can in one shot, change. They can do whatever they want. So we never know. We don't know what's going on behind the scene. A company want to buy them out. They have some numbers. They have some study result. We don't know. And if they really have huge result that they need to communicate, it's better for them to buy all they need now and publish the result after, because when they do that, when you see the price target, it's completely insane. People here are expecting $10, $20, $30 per share. You know how it is in biotech. When you have a good molecule with good FDA approval, these things go ballistic in one day. The float is tiny, there is no debt, no warrants, no ATM, no dilution, so this can explode with 3-4 halt during the day. So maybe they just day trade and push it up to the 120, 130 area, and then they will stop buying back shares and the stock will be falling back down. We don't know. The only thing I see is that the chart is curling. There is a curve. If you connect all the lows since the beginning of the year, you see a circle was forming, and we are in the part of the circle was going up. There is several indicators who are turning green. The algo, every tools I use are saying buy. The 5 EMA crossed the 10 and the 20 EMA. A lot of things. But I need to be honest with you. I don't know if this is a run because they buy back shares and they are going to stop, or they are going to buy aggressively and push it to $2 because they have some news and they don't want to have the price at $3, $4, $5 because they don't plan to sell shares. Remember, usually when you have a kind of pump and dump, that's because the company need to sell shares. They need to do an offering. Here is not the case. They have $25 million. They don't need money. They have no authorization to sell shares, new shares. So nobody know. Everybody say it's cheap. Everybody say this is going to explode, but nobody know how, when. It's very difficult. So personally, each time I see the indicator turn green, I go back in Allr. And I forget about all the rest. Why? Because if Allr is starting a rally, this can be really the trade of a lifetime. Really, 11 million shares out, $1 per share, and the molecule is super strong and super complete. It's a huge market, and I will absolutely not be surprised if down the road they receive some kind of buyout offering of, who knows, $300, $400, $500 million. That will mean a stock price of $100, $200, $300 per share, because there is 15 million shares out. So, well, no, the numbers are not right. Let me recalculate. So, if there is 15 million, the actual market cap is like around $15 million. Okay, so that's mean that if they receive a buyout of 400 million, that will mean $25 to $30 per share. Amazing, you know. I have a lot of shares, and I don't, you know, people say, where are you invest? What are you doing? You know the stock I like: Omex, Sizo, Allr. I'm waiting for the bottom of Clove. But I don't fall in love with stock, and I don't wait. So until I see green indicator on Allr, I will put all my money in here. Why? Because this is the stock with the biggest potential. The biggest potential. You can really have easily a 10-bagger overnight. So because it's so low and the float is so tight. So any kind of huge news, buyout offer, this and that can catapult the price like you never see before, really. But if I see they continue to mess around, when we arrive at 125, volume fade, and we drift down to $1, I will not stay, because you have some other play. Not because I don't like the stock, because I don't want to wait. And you take the risk, because remember, they can, basically stop buying shares, price drift down, you go out, and they release the news. And bam, you're out. So that's a huge risk, especially with Allr. But with all the other stock, Omex, it's a risk. Sizo, it's a risk. I wish I was a millionaire. I can put $1 million in each shares, and I just let it go. But I'm a little fish, so I need to go all in. And I go all in where I see the best indicator, the best volume, the best setup of the moment. And that change. Actually, Allr is very, very nice. But it may be a bull trap, because they want to buy back shares for $5 million. They still have money out. They have been buying 2 million. So they, at the very least, they still have $3 million to invest. Now, if there is some great news, they cannot hide, because there is some rules with the SEC. They may buy all they need before and give the news after. That will be smart for them, because they will be doing a lot of money. And certainly that if they erase the possibility to sell shares, and then we see some volume coming in, the VTX indicator turning green, all the algo going green, maybe something's going on. Because this little biotech company, when they receive a buyout, big fish don't wait for the stock to be at $20, $30. They try to buy low. So when they see good phase 1, phase 2 tests, and they really think that this little fish have a better product than them, they may come with an offer. And it's more easy, to offer here, I don't know, $10 per share. That will be still cheap. $10 per share, it will be 150 million market cap. I mean, when you see the molecule in the market, that's a gift. But maybe, I don't know the plan, you know. I have a small indication. Can do your DD to verify. There is a new director in the board that have been coming in 3 weeks ago, and will replace the one who is there the 30th of June. Okay. This guy is connected with Novo. It's I think it's Sweden or Norway or Finland, something there, a pharmaceutical company. I'm wondering why this guy from Novo is coming here, a little company. I will put you the name and the link to the information down here. And I'm wondering, are they preparing to be buyout by Novo? That will make sense. Something's going on. I can see that in the indicator, but we still need to have a big volume day. Actually, until it is 1, 2, 3 million per day, it's not sure that's the good rally starting. But if we see the price going to 150 on 10 million volume, that will mean something big is coming. And you know, 3 or 4 days ago, I don't remember the name, I know a biotech company received an offer to be bought out like 3-4 times the price. And yeah, and naturally, if you are a big gun, it's interesting for you to buy them cheap. Because if they release numbers and the price go up, you need to pay a lot more. So if a big company like Novo is convinced they have a good molecule and they will lose market share, they may buy them out until, before they release news and result. Something's going on. Keep an eye, be ready, and if it's good, that will be the best return you're going to find in the market, by far. Unlimited. I really don't know, because the market is so huge, the molecule is so good, it can be absolutely insane. Float is super teeny. So keep a close eye on Allr. Be very concentrate, because this can turn on a dime and can become an absolute blast. And I'm really serious. Huh? Not do what you want. I say that to you so you can make money, like with MVST, CLOV, GRRR, and all this stuff. Be very concentrate, because we never know. It may be a bull trap. Maybe they just push the price to, find shares, and when they have it, they stop. I don't know. But I see some strange movement, change of director. They cancel the right to sell shares. I smell blood. I smell something here. Okay, so I hope some of you are going to act, and will be making some huge profit. That's the best thing I can wish for you. Take care, folks. Thank you.